Today's video is going to be a bit different. Lately, I've been making a lot of videos related to language learning, so language learning tips and things like that. But I thought it would be nice to do a bit of a catch up, a bit of what's going on in my life right now. So, in case you don't know, I finished a course which was fantastic. I loved it. It was a course on literary translation, so I worked on texts that I needed to translate from English to Spanish, and I absolutely loved it. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this is my absolute dream, becoming a literary translator. It's my absolute dream, but it's not easy. You need to be patient and really believe in yourself. I think that something that comes with these jobs that are more creative and that are very competitive, I think it's so important that you believe in yourself and that you believe that you have the skills. When you show confidence, it really helps. And you could be the best at something, and if you don't work on your confidence and if you don't work on really showing the world what you can do, it's going to limit yourself so much. And that's why I always say that personal development is so important, because personally I'm not a very confident person, like naturally. I know a lot of people are very naturally extroverted. These are two different things. You could be introverted and you could be confident, but it is true that extroverted people have this ability of talking to people and they don't get as exhausted. Whereas for me, I like people and I do like socializing. I can do it a little bit, but then I need to spend loads of times alone, and I very much prefer spending more time alone than with people. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to spend time with people. I'm not naturally confident, like, at all. I've been, like, my whole life I've been very introverted and also shy, so that doesn't really help with confidence. Those two personality traits, I think it doesn't help with confidence. But I do believe that confidence is something you can work on, and it's something that it's not like you are born with it, and if you don't have it, you're never going to be confident. When you do things that make you feel a bit uncomfortable, that's when you gain confidence. Slowly, obviously, it's not overnight. It's not like today you are not a confident person and then tomorrow you will be. It's not like that, but it definitely helps if you practice this over time. That's the way it's working for me. So putting myself in very uncomfortable situations, like when I started posting online, that was a very uncomfortable situation. Also, I've moved to other countries and I've lived abroad. So that's obviously uncomfortable as well. Although I have to say that for me, living in the UK, living in England, didn't really feel uncomfortable, because I think I love English so much and I just love speaking it. It probably was the first time I visited, because at first you can struggle, but I think once you really connect with a different culture, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. It would maybe be uncomfortable if I lived there long term, but I think because of my personality, I'm not the most stereotypical Spanish person, because when you think of Spain, when you think of Spanish people, you see like all of us chatting and like big groups, and I'm really not like that. I'm more of a one-to-one interactions and just meeting people and really getting to know them. And I don't think that's a very Spanish thing. Obviously Spanish people can be like that. We're humans and we're different. But when you think of Spain, you think of people who like to be outside a lot, whereas I'm a person who loves spending time at home, who loves spending time alone, and that doesn't make me very Spanish. But I obviously have other things that make me Spanish, and that when I go abroad, you can tell. Like, for example, I would say that I'm affectionate, when I say hi to people, like I obviously, kiss and hug, but in general, I'm quite affectionate. And so when I, so when I'm abroad, obviously, the interaction works a bit different. I always feel quite awkward when I meet someone for the first time and I can't kiss them. And although I've been very lucky that I've met people, for example, in England who are also fairly affectionate, it's always awkward when I meet someone for the first time. Because for me, kissing someone, I know for some people it might be a bit invasive, might not feel comfortable for you, but I really like it because it's it reduces the awkwardness of meeting someone for the first time, and I think I quite like that. But I'm actually going to talk about something completely different. I don't know why I've been talking about this, but I'm just like rambling. So in terms of literary translation, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news, I've been reaching to big publishing companies and there has been no luck yet. So the ones I've reached, the publishers I've tried to talk to, it seems that they don't need translators right now. So that's sad. But the good news is that someone reached out to me through TikTok and they said that they have this project that they're going to start a publishing company. And I know it's really hard to do that, and they're probably going to take a long time. And they probably, if they need my services, it won't be like in the short term. But I just felt so great when I got that message because that gives me the vibe, the feeling that I must be doing something right. And just, that someone saw me and they liked me and that they want to collaborate with me, it just felt so nice. I'm very fortunate that I have other sources of income. I have my lovely students that I meet every week. And, even if I started with translation, a collaboration that was like ongoing, and so I would have to translate every month. Even if that happened, I know that I'm not going to stop teaching because teaching is something that makes me feel very fulfilled. Also, as I said before, I'm introverted, but I like to have that connection with people. And, having some lessons every day makes me very happy, having that connection with my students. So I know that I'm not going to stop that. So I would love to translate and do things like that, but I know that I'm going to be teaching. And at the moment, I'm doing one-on-ones. But in the future, I might do something else. Like I might do courses or I might do like group lessons. And so, in terms of my plans for the summer, it's going to be a quiet one. I'm not doing like big things like what you see on social media, people going to like faraway places and things like that. So that's not what my summer is going to look like. So in July, I'm actually starting something new, which is very exciting. And I'm going to be preparing some students to take a Cambridge exam. So it's going to be the first certificate. So we're doing an intensive course the whole month of July, which is going to be intense. It's an intensive course. It's going to be intense for me because I'm going to have a lot of marking to do and a lot of correction, and they're also gonna have loads of work to do. And I'm going to start with the lesson plan this weekend because it's starting next week on Monday. So I'm very excited to get to know my students. And yeah, it's just a new experience, which is always very nice. The ideas that I've got for August. So one thing I want to do is a yoga retreat, which I've been wanting to do for quite a while and I haven't done it yet. Partly because I haven't really found the time to do it and it's just on my bucket list. And so I actually found a place that looks beautiful and it's not that far away. So I might do that in August. The other thing I want to do is house sitting. So I actually heard about this, like the first time I heard about this was from a student of mine. And he told me that he was house sitting in Canada and that he was house sitting and pet sitting like a cat or something. This summer, because I work from home, I work online, I thought it would actually make a lot of sense for me to do something like that, because I do want to work in August. I'm not going to be working like loads. I want to take it easy, but I am going to be working. So maybe going a place that I like and, spending some time working, but then also getting some rest, it would be a really good plan. So that's another idea I've got. So my plan right now is see if I want to execute this, see if this is something I would like to do, and plan it in the month of July. And if I don't do it in August, I would do it in September probably. And so where am I going to go? I actually have no idea. If I'm being quite honest with you, I really want to go to England. I just really love being surrounded with the language all the time. Even like little things, which sounds very ridiculous. And when I talk about this with my family, they never understand. But when you have this connection with a different culture and a different language, it's just difficult to explain to someone that doesn't have it. And so for me, going to England, for example, which is, I think, the place that I feel closest, and there isn't like a specific reason why, because I think I could also have this relationship with Ireland, or with the United States, Australia, any English speaking country. I could have this relationship, but it just so happens that I have it with England because it's the place that I've traveled the most. And for me, going back, it's almost like a second home. Like, it doesn't feel that foreign to me. And so I haven't been in quite a long time. I think the last time was, I think it was like May or June last year. And so I'm very tempted to go there. And it's like I kind of want to visit a new place, like a different country, but I'm also so tempted to just go to the UK, to go to England, or maybe a different place in the UK. I'm so, so tempted. So I might do that, but you will obviously see because I will be posting on Instagram. But yeah, probably England. And I've also got some friends there, so I would probably go see them. And also, if you've had experiences with house sitting, please let me know, because besides my student, I don't really know anyone who's done it. And I think in Spain, it's not a big thing yet. I was using this website, and in Spain, I couldn't see any places. And I don't know if it's because of this website that was English, or I don't know, but I haven't really heard anyone talking about this. So I'm not sure if it's such a big thing here. Maybe it's coming in the next years. And the last thing I'm going to say is that I also kind of wanted to make this video because on social media you see all of these people who go to crazy places and they do crazy things. They have all these crazy plans for the summer, and you don't see people who have very normal lives as much. And I also wanted to, make this reality visible on the internet. It's so easy to compare yourself, and it's so easy to see what other people are doing and then why you're not doing that. It's so important to recognize your priorities. You want to do certain things and you just can't for whatever circumstances. Or it could be that you just want to have a quiet summer. Not everyone likes to be doing loads of things all the time. And you also feel this pressure of, I need to be doing something this summer. Just know that there are so many people who have a very normal summer, and that it's just summer. And I think something that really helps is gratitude. Feel very grateful for the things you have right now and for the things you're doing right now. Feel very grateful. Like for me, I'm going to be teaching this course next month, and I feel so grateful that I have this opportunity, that I'm going to be helping people. It's something that is very important for them, because in Spain, English, and I think in any country right now, English is so important for you, career wise especially, and so many people struggle with it. And so for me, it is truly a privilege that I'm going to be helping these people. achieving something that is very important for them. So, yes, I could be doing something else, but if you look at it like that, it really makes you feel good and it makes you feel accomplished. So, if you also have a very normal summer, I'm sure that you can find something that you are doing, or maybe that you've done recently, that you can feel grateful for. Or, just feel grateful for the fact that you are well, that you are healthy, your family is healthy, just the fact that you wake up every morning and everything is fine. Like, there's always something to be grateful for. Practicing gratitude, it is truly life changing. It has really helped me with peace of mind and with being a happy person, because there are always bad things happening and there are always things that I could feel angry about, I could feel upset about, and I do, like, I definitely do. Since we started 2024, I've had very difficult situations that I needed to face in my personal life, in my professional life. It's not easy. There's always someone that's going to have it better than you. There's always someone who's going to have it worse. So I think we need to learn to be grateful for the way things are right now and be excited about what's coming, but just be okay with the way things are right now and be patient. Just trust the process and just trust that everything is going to be okay. Like, it will be okay.